So after 9 years in the crypto market, I've noticed this little pattern before. It's when the altcoin market doesn't pull back enough, and then all of a sudden it explodes to the upside. That is where you start to chase it and FOMO arrive. Right now, though, the data is clear. Dominance of stable currencies is dropping. Bitcoin dominance is also halting and also looking to go lower. That is important. And it feels like altcoins are quietly waiting for that next leg up. You'll see that in the video. Like the video, please, if you enjoy this sort of content. And more importantly, leave a comment. What are your thoughts on May? Is this the last rally before a very, very boring summer? So the first thing we've got to do, market structure check on a couple of dominances. Now, this is the Bitcoin dominance chart. This is on the 12-hour, by the way. On the daily, it looks very much similar. We have kind of pulled up a little bit, but also looking likely to go back down, potentially as a rejection, so to speak. That'll come more apparent when we talk about other things in a minute. Which brings me on to the obvious in the room. The stable currency dominance, it's still low and obviously trending below the EMA 21. We're broken down. It's looking relatively good. So everything is starting to look pretty good. Not to mention the altcoin strength in the market. You can see here on the BTC pairs below my heat, everything's nice and green. Wow. How often do we get that? Bitcoin is down a little bit today and everything is currently green. So I know you can't really see the Bitcoin side of it, but you get the idea. That's good, right? This is the S&P 500. Now, there's a potential rotational top and market breadth theory we need to talk about, because what this will indicate is the fact that maybe equities, gold, and other things that have been doing well recently may well be rotating, and they come in waves. They don't all go at once. And this may be why the stable currency dominance has dropped quite a significant chunk recently, and why we're getting a bit more interest in that side of the market. Also, the market breadth has expanded a lot. You'll see this in a minute when I'll show you a screen. This is where more and more altcoins are participating, not just meme coins, not just majors, not just random DeFi bollocks. It feels to be like quite a lot of things are starting to expand a little bit. Now, the reason why I say that is when we look in here and we go to the altcoin index on CoinMarketCap, it's not doing amazing. Don't get me wrong. We're not really in that euphoric stage. But what is happening here? A lot more assets now are starting to go green. And you can see that also a lot of the ones here are not far away from the green. Whereas if you looked at this 3-4 weeks ago, it was about 6 or 7 in the green and everything was in the red. You get a lot more range of assets as well, and it's very, very interesting to see that there is some, XMR, for example, randomly with the privacy side of it. You've got Pepe, you've got Tron, even EOS, which is a throwback to the past. Stuff is randomly going, and even the lowest points of these, they're not terrible. So over the top 100, it has definitely improved, and that is very, very important. And when we talk about money rotating around, the stock market, as I say, is doing well. A lot of stocks have done fantastically well to get back up to levels of where pre-tariff, so to speak. And that is really good for the altcoin market. The reason why I say that is because the Russell 2000 is almost back at these levels here. And I talked about this in one of my videos thinking it could be very, very bearish for altcoins if we lose certain levels. And we lost it, but we've actually got it back pretty quickly. I didn't think that would have happened as quickly as it has. And that is hugely important. So it has recovered quite a lot. Just need to see where it goes from here. So normally this, as a chart, pretty good for altcoins because it tells you where money's flowing. Now, I'll be the first to admit, not fully up to date with this, but when we talk about news sentiment, the fact that, Coinbase has been hacked, data has been breached, wallet addresses could be revealed, and there've also been rumors of, ransoms potentially paid to stop this from happening. Now, let's talk about the obvious in the room. The shares for Coinbase was down 7% yesterday. That's huge. Did you even notice this happened in the crypto market? Probably not. It was a very, very normal-ish day yesterday, a typical kind of push and pull, in my opinion. Now, that sentiment is hugely important because there is a little bit of fear with this, but I think it hasn't really created any much of a ripple, in my opinion, for the cryptocurrency assets. Even the S&P 500, you wouldn't have noticed. Even though there's potentially a lot of money that could be a big, massive victim of, a data breach, which is pretty alarming. If anyone's wondering, I am still in my trade. We're going to go through some altcoin analysis. Jump in the link below for Patreon. You'll find out more about these trades. More importantly as well, just be mindful of this market in terms of push days, pull days, right? Now, for me, in my opinion, daily time frame, this is looking textbook kind of pullback territory into a level of support, demand, whatever, and for it to potentially go higher. This isn't in isolation. You can see this in a lot of things. Even SUI, it came right into these regions. And when we talk about altcoin setups right now, a lot of things looking pretty interesting. Literally, nearly everything looks like a carbon copy of what I said a couple of days ago. We're starting to trend. The trend is here, and the longer the trend goes on, the stronger it will get as well. This isn't just random, by the way. It's like obviously structured, and they do previously echo the past, and that's kind of important here. And when we combine, for example, right, total 3/BTC, creating a big massive squirt to the upside and potential support levels. That's a huge important factor here. Not to mention other/BTC, we have pulled up above this level and now holding. These are really, really useful kind of factors. And when you obviously combine this with the BTC pairs, such as the Ethereum BTC, in terms of where it is right now, change of character, broker structure, whatever, things are looking much, much, much better. And it's across the board. Not everything's pumping right now, you know that. But some things are like above certain key levels, and they've stayed above them, and they've also dropped back down and found levels of support. It is very, very early, don't get me wrong, but it looks a lot better than what it was over the last couple of months, which has been a horrible downtrend. So stuff like that is very, very, very important. But the question is this the last push? Are we going to get the push into the summer lull? Maybe, potentially, yes. But at the end of the day, though, the stable currency market is lowering because money is getting rotated into altcoins, which is mad. They're starting to trend. The fear and the greed has kind of changed a lot. You can see that. We're in a kind of mid-range sort of area where we have had a bit of a push here, and Bitcoin's stabilized and chilled out. The rotation and the breadth of the market has changed somewhat, suggesting potentially a bit of a push to the upside could be coming. Patience and positioning is important here. You do not want to be chasing the corn, so to speak, right? So be mindful of that. A lot of moves have already happened. A lot of people probably thinking, I don't want to buy this. I'm a bit scared. I've seen it in my comments all the time. I always see it. I always look at every single comment. I decide whether I want to reply or not. Most of the time I don't, because I get 12,000 comments I get per month, by the way, if anyone's wondering. Absolutely scandalous. So yeah, things are looking very, very interesting. Even XRP, when you look at this, it's like, it's starting to like, ooh, is it? You know, a lot of interest is happening in this market. It's looking very, very interesting. So I want people to be very, very cautious of this, but at the end of the day, we are starting to look a lot more positive than what it was a couple of months back. That April 7th, which every single chart has a low on, we are miles away from that point. The opportunities to buy the dip was obviously in and around that fear zone of the tariffs. And as you can imagine, the likes of the total market cap and stuff, we're not at nowhere near the highs yet. Nowhere near the highs. There could be a long way to go here, but I am always concerned about this just turning on a knife edge. It always does it. Be mindful of sentiment, keep an eye on the news, and always remember risk management. If you want more videos from me, check out the Learning Crypto channel. There's a link. So there we go. Feels a little bit different at the minute, but then again, May is always a weird month. Just be mindful of the summer. Just saying that. There is a sign of rotation, obviously, but in past cycles, the tide rose everything. I think in the following cycles that we have now, I don't think that's the case, and you all know that. But momentum is definitely on our side, which is important. Watch this video. It may help you understand why dominance is important. But more importantly, check out the links below, jump in Patreon, and you'll see a lot more content from me.